She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises an image. She prays to be sculpted by the sculptor.
So I'm back with another videos back to back. But anyways, if you're new to my channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome. It's a fun time over here. If you're not new to my channel and you've been here before, hello again, and thanks for tuning in again. So yeah, but if you're new, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell because it's a good time over here. And yeah, so today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be an advice video, advice, tips, whatever you want to call it, on college. Because this college year is about to end and it's about to be a new one. So we're about to have some college freshmen, my incoming college freshmen. This video is for you and anybody who's entering college. This is for you. So yeah, I'm about to get in and help you guys. I have been a college student for the past 2 years. I'm a sophomore, so I feel like I should know enough to help you guys out. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking down at my phone, and yeah, so let's get right into this video. So my first tip would be, make sure that you keep your priorities in check because you will lose focus quick. Like, keep your priorities in order, because if you do not keep your priorities in order, you're gonna be all over the place. Okay, you can lose track of your mind and time and everything fast in college because there's so much going on. It's parties, it's schoolwork, so you have a lot to think about and a lot on your plate. So keep your priorities up there. If you know you have homework, do your homework before you go out, because I promise you it will bite you in the behind if you do not get your assignments done before you go out. So get your work done first. So let's see, my next tip would be, make college what you want it to be. So let's see, basically my school where I'm at, I feel like, me personally, this is my opinion, there's not really a lot that goes on in my school. I mean, it's kind of boring, but at the same time it's fun. So you have to make college the best that you can possibly make it. That means finding you a good set of friends, you know, getting involved, whatever. Because if you just go to class and go back to your room, college is going to be boring no matter where you go. Like, no matter where you go, every school is going to be boring if you don't get involved and you don't find people to have fun with and hang out with and not just be on your lonesome. So yeah, make the best of it. It's okay to change your major. That's my next tip. It is perfectly fine to change your major if you realize that's not what you want to do anymore. It's okay. Just don't wait until the last minute to do so. Like, if you're going to change your major, try to think about it after your freshman year or before, like in between your freshman and your sophomore year. That's when you want to be like, okay, this isn't for me, I want to change it. Because if you wait too late, then you're going to be starting all over again, and all those classes that you took for the first major is just going to be a waste. So make sure that the major that you want is, you know, the major that you want, and don't wait too late to change it. But it's okay to change your major. Just do it at a timely manner and you'll be fine. Okay, my next tip, and I know all college students can relate to this, do not take 8 a.m. classes. Do not. I repeat, do not take 8 a.m. classes. Like, I have 9:45s and I struggle getting up for 9:45s. So I don't even want to imagine what an 8 a.m. feels like. If you're not a morning person, do not get up at 8 a.m. I know in college, I mean not college, in high school, we used to get up at like 6 a.m. for school and get ready for school every day. So you may feel like, okay, I'm coming out of high school, I'm going to be used to getting up early. No. No, that's not the case. Do not take 8 a.m. classes, because you will not want to go to class, and you not going to class will lead to you failing. So don't do it. I feel like the earliest you should start a class is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is the earliest. Do not do not do it 8 a.m. 9:45s are okay, but 8 a.m.s, no sis, no, don't do it. You're setting yourself up for failure. So my next tip is time management. In college, you have to learn how to manage your time. I cannot stress this enough. Manage your time. Get a planner, write down the things that you know you have to do throughout the day, the week, the month, whatever. Manage your time. Keep a schedule. That is the easiest way to manage your time. And it's okay to go to parties. It's perfectly fine to go out and have fun in college. Do not listen to people when they tell you don't go out to parties all the time because you're gonna be failing. No, it's okay. My freshman year, I went out a lot, and I still finished the year with a 3.5. So don't listen to people who tell you you can't balance the both of them. You can have fun, and you can pass your classes with a reasonable and a nice GPA, but just manage your time and you will be fine. So my next tip is about dropping classes. If you know that it's a class that as soon as you get to the class you feel like, okay, this class not gonna cut it, it's too hard, the workload is too much, drop it. At the beginning of every semester, you can look on your university's website and it'll have a list of the different dates where you can like drop, classes, the last day to drop classes, last day to receive a full refund for classes after dropping them, like stuff like that. So make sure you know what that date is and drop those classes before you even set yourself up for failure. So if you know you can't do it, drop it. Do not wait until past the deadline and now you can't drop it or you can't get your money back for it, and then that's money down the drain because college is not cheap. So yeah. So my next tip is be yourself. Do not let anything define you, okay? In college, it's a fresh start. Everything you had going on in high school, out the door. It has nothing to do with college. You're a new person. None of these people know you. So be yourself and start off fresh and make a good appearance of yourself. Start off fresh. Start off good. Do not let anything influence you. Do not let anything define who you are. You are you. Be you. And yeah, because there's a lot of people in college. We all different people. We all trying to find ourselves. We all growing up, making mistakes. So don't let nothing define you. Just be you. So my next tip, which is very important, try not to procrastinate. And I'm the main one that procrastinates. I have it bad. It's bad. Don't wait till the last minute to do stuff. If you know, you get a full course schedule of when things are due for each class at the very beginning of the semester. So write that down in your planner, your calendar, your bulletin board, your whatever that you look at, and look at assignments and keep up with assignments. Look at that every single day and you fill it out at the beginning of the semester so you already know what you have to do, so nothing is a surprise. Try to get stuff done a week behind, like a week ahead of yourself, so that you're not cramming in a bunch of stuff. Because mind you, you don't have one class, two classes, you may have 5, 6, because I know full time at my school is 12 hours. I'm pretty sure that's everywhere. 12 hours is full time, but they encourage us to take 15 or more hours, I think, if we want to graduate in 4 years. So you're taking 15 hours of classes, so you need to keep up with all that and keep up with 15 hours of classes, which may be like 6 classes, 7 classes. You're trying to keep up with all that. So don't procrastinate. Get your stuff done ahead of time. Try to get it done a week in advance. If it's an online class, like my online classes, I like to work ahead of myself. I like to do a whole unit, a whole month in advance before it's even due, so I can really focus on my in-class classes more than my online ones. So if you can work as far in advance as you can, do it. That's the best way to being procrastinating and all that. Yeah, get it done fast, get it done ahead of time so you don't have to worry about it. So my next tip is very important. All of us college students can relate to this. Your mental health is very important. Like, college will literally break you down. Like, it will break you down to places you never even knew you can get that low to. Like, I've been so depressed and stressed from college, it is ridiculous. So your mental health is very important. Take time out to yourself. You know, if you need time to yourself, take the time to yourself, you know, but do not let college stress you out. Don't let it. Do not. It's easy to let it, but try not to, because your mental health is very important. There's counselors on campus. If you need to go speak with them, go speak with them, but do not stress yourself out and get yourself to an unhealthy state over college. Do not. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Another tip is, everybody in college is making mistakes. We're all learning. We're all on our own, you know, for the first time after high school. So it's okay to make mistakes. You're perfectly fine if you make mistakes. You're normal. You're human. That is perfectly fine. Just learn from those mistakes and try not to make them again. So yeah, it's okay to make mistakes in college. We're all making mistakes on a daily basis. Another tip that I have that I actually did myself, when I first got to college, what I did was, I already knew what my schedule was because I made my schedule at like orientation. So I knew what buildings my classes were in. I knew, you know, what the room number was and all that. So what I did was, on move-in day, before classes even started, I walked around my entire campus, went to the buildings that I had to go to for classes before, you know, classes even started, and I figured out where those buildings were and where those classes were in those buildings. That way when classes started, I wasn't lost. I wasn't walking around campus trying to figure out where I was going and then ended up late to class. So I already knew where I was going. So that's a good tip too. You know, when you have downtime after moving in to your dorm or apartment or whatever, walk around your campus, find your classes, so you already know where you're going. So when day one of school starts, you know where you're going. While everybody else walking around lost, you nice and prepared, and you know where you're going. So that's a good tip. Another tip is, your freshman year can make or break you. Like, freshman year is very important. You need to be serious and be on your P's and Q's freshman year, because that GPA that you get freshman year is going to make or break you. It's going to determine where you go from there, okay? If you slack off freshman year and you're like, I don't care, I have 3 more years to bring this up, it's cool. No. Because if you finish freshman year with like a 1.0 GPA, then now you're breaking your neck sophomore year, junior year, and senior year trying to get your GPA up to a 3.0. So no, do not slack off freshman year. Freshman year is important. It's the most crucial. Another tip involves parties. If there are any weekday parties, I suggest not going to them. Don't do it. No. Because if you have an early class, well, let me say this. If you don't have class the next day or you have a later class, it's fine. But if you have a very early class, like an 8 a.m., which I don't know why anybody would take an 8 a.m. I already talked about this. If you have an 8 a.m. or 9 o'clock or 9:45, do not go out the night before. Only go out on weekends when you don't have class the next day or you don't have an early class, because then you're not going to want to get up for class since you went out on a weekday, and then you not going to class is going to lead to you missing out on, you know, material, and then you're going to fail. So yeah, don't do weekday parties. Do not do weekday parties. So another tip that I learned the hard way is, rent your textbooks. Do not buy them. Do not. Now for me, I'm a bio major, so most of the textbooks that I have to buy them. So my school will not let me rent them for no reason, or there's not a rented, you know, book available in that type of book. So I have to buy my books. But if you can rent them, rent them. I can't stress that enough. Rent them, because you can rent a book for $30 versus buying a book for $80, you know. And all that financial aid money that you get back that you can spend on books and stuff, you want to save that because you're going to get a refund check. So yeah, save as much money from financial aid as you can. Do not go spending $700 on books. Try to rent them or go to like Amazon or I don't know, any of those online ebooks or where you can rent books or buy them from other college students. Do that. Do not go buy them out your bookstore at your school at regular price. No, don't do it. Also, while I'm talking about textbooks, when I was a freshman, before classes even started, even now, before classes start every semester, I like to email the teachers that I have on my schedule and I'll ask them, do I need the book? Do I need the book? That's what you need to do. Email your teachers asking them, do you need the book? Because sometimes they'll be like, no, you don't need the book, or they'll say, I'm going to upload an online version of the book for free, or you know, anything like that. So that's money that you can save if they tell you, no, you don't need the book, and then you know, you don't have to go out and buy it. Because I had went out and bought books one time and I didn't need the books, so I have so many textbooks that I just never even looked at all. Probably just once. So make sure you need the book before you actually buy it. Also, if they tell you need it, because sometimes they'll tell you need it and you really don't. So wait until classes start. Don't buy them before classes like everybody else. Wait until classes start, and then if they say that they're going to be giving assignments out the book, then yeah, you can go and buy it. But other than that, don't buy those books, because everything that's in those books you probably can look up online. So yeah, no. So another tip that is really useful is getting involved on campus. Get involved. Now, I personally have not gotten involved like I want to get involved, but I'm in a National Honor Society that I just actually got in, so whoop whoop. And then I'm in well, not really in them, but 2 organizations for pre-med students that I've been going to the meetings and like trying to get involved and see if I want to actually be in them, which I think I am definitely gonna join them, like pay my dues and actually join them. But I mean, I guess you can say I'm involved, but other than that, that's pretty much it. But get involved. That's the easiest way that you can meet people, you know, meet people that are going to end up being your lifelong friends. So get involved in any organization that you can, anything that you feel like you are interested in or pertains to, you know, the things that you like. Get involved in those organizations. It helps, and it makes college really fun. So you have all these events that you get to go to with your organizations. So yeah, and also if you need community service, like if you're trying to go to medical school like I am, and I have to have, you know, a certain number of hours on my resume trying to get in, you know, make it look good, organizations help. A lot of organizations, you know, do community service hours every week or, you know, whenever. So that helps with that too. So it's a all or nothing, you know, you get everything in one. My next tip for freshmen mostly is stay on campus your freshman year. Yes, stay on campus. Like, you may not want to stay on campus because who wants to stay in a dorm? You know, everybody, they're on their own, so now they want to stay in apartments and stuff. But stay on campus your freshman year. That is the easiest way to know what's going on campus. That's the easiest way of knowing how to get around campus. You know, it's easier for everything. So you're right on campus, you know, so it's easy. It helps you learn everything faster, getting adjusted, all that. So stay on campus your freshman year, and then after that, then yeah, I'm moving to an apartment, because that's what I did. I moved into an apartment my sophomore year. So yeah. Another thing which is very important, if you feel like after freshman year or first semester of freshman year that college is not for you, do not sit in college. Don't do it. Don't sit in college and waste your parents' money, or whoever is paying your tuition, don't waste their money. Get out. Like, I really don't encourage anybody to not go to college, but if you feel like it's not for you, do not go. Don't do it. No. Because now you're wasting people's money and your own time when you can be out, you know, really figuring out what you want to do with your life instead of sitting in college, wasting time, knowing that's not what you want to do. Manage your money. Save your money. Do not go and spending out on food every day, especially if you stay on campus. Most of the time when you stay on campus, you're required to have a meal plan, so use that meal plan. Do not go and spend money every single place that sells food in your college town, because I did that. Don't do it. I never used, like, my meal plan consisted of all the like food places on campus. Well, let me say this, our meal plan was broken up into like parts. So it's like you had unlimited swipes in like the school's cafe or whatever, and then you have your bonus bucks. And the bonus bucks are like dollars, you know, virtual dollars that you can use towards all the other places, like the good stuff on campus, like Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, all that. So I used to always use up those bonus bucks, and then once I ran out, I had like $300 some of bonus bucks. So once I ran out of that, it's like now I'm stuck eating in the cafe with the food that I don't like. So make sure you know, use that meal plan, but use it wisely, and do not spend your regular money that your parents are giving you or whatever on food outside. If you have a meal plan, don't do it, because it's hard in college. I'm broke every day, so it's a lot of times I'm like sitting here like all the money I ever had, I wish I could have saved it and I wouldn't be broke. So save your money, because times get hard in college and you end up broke, and yeah, you're already stressed from school and now you're broke. So save your money. Another thing dealing with stressing about college, try not to stress, because God got you to college, so he not gonna put you somewhere that he feel like you can't handle, you know. So he got you there, he gonna get you through it. Just try to, if it's things that you cannot handle, you know, don't stress. Like, don't stress over something you can't change or something, you know what I'm saying? Do not stress over stuff you can't change, because that's just unnecessary stress on yourself. Why are you stressing over something you can't change, you know? So don't let college stress you out. Another thing that's really good with, you know, getting good grades, meet somebody in each one of your classes. Make friends with at least one person in each one of your classes. That way when times come for tests or quizzes or whatever, homework assignments, y'all can work together and study together. Because if you meet at least one, you know, smart person that seems like they know what they're talking about, I promise you that's gonna go a long way, because now you're not on your own, and when you need help, you got somebody to help you. So yeah. And another thing, go to tutorial centers. Go to anybody that can help you. Like if it's somebody that already took the class, or you know, a TA or somebody, because every school should have like tutorial centers that you can go to for each subject. So like if you're in chemistry and you're having trouble, you can go to a chemistry tutorial center, and there's like tutors in there, or TAs, or people that already took the class and passed with like an A or something. You know, go in there and ask for help. That's something that I am bad at. I don't ask for help. It's my pride, like, I don't know, but ask for help. Don't just be failing and not want to ask for help. So go to the tutorial centers, get a tutor, ask the teacher, go to office hours. That's another thing. Go to office hours. Now, I abuse office hours. I love office hours. There was one time where I was failing general biology with like a 50, and I went to my teacher's office hours, and I asked her, because I failed the first 2 exams, so I asked her to go over those exams with me, tell me everything I got wrong and stuff, and strategies on how to study for her class. And the next test I made a 90, and my grade went up a lot. So go to office hours, because that teacher is in charge of your grade. So you want to push up on that teacher and love that teacher, and you know, yeah, you want to be teacher's pet, because they in charge of your grade. And when you 2 points from a grade or 1 point from a grade, they might just push you up just because they like you. So go to your office hours, because if they see that you're trying and they see that you're making an attempt to actually pass the class, they're going to help you and make sure you pass the class. So yeah. So another thing is, every college student has an academic advisor that advises people in the same major as you. So like, for me, I have an advisor that only advises biology majors. So do not let your advisor, I can't stress this enough, do not let your advisor tell you that you need to change your major and that this path is not for you. Do not, because no. Do not let anybody tell you that you need to change your major unless you feel like you need to change your major or you feel like this is no longer for you. Don't let nobody tell you to drop out because your grades are bad or your GPA is low. Do not do it. You can get through it. Take some summer classes, take some little cushion classes like I do. Whenever I feel like I really need help with my GPA, I take cushion classes, like little easy classes I know I can pass with the A, like super easy classes. Like right now I'm taking like nutrition, so easy. It's not required for my major, but it's easy. I knew I can get an A in it, so I'm taking it. So do things like that to bring your GPA up and you'll be fine. But do not let anybody tell you that you need to change your major or you're not going to make it where you need to be or change your career path, because you're going to get there. Because if you listen to somebody telling you to change your career path, yeah, don't do it. Just don't do it. That's going to be more stress on you, because now you got somebody in your ear telling you what you can and can't do. Only you know what you can and can't do. So I'm going to just leave that there. So another tip that's important is high school is not like college, okay? Do not come into college with the mindset of that you had when you were in high school. You know, in high school you probably were able to study for a test literally right before the class. You know, you had a test in 7th period, you studied for it in 6th period. So, you know, we all did that in high school. But in college, you need to be studying as soon as they give you the syllabus. Nah, that's a bit much, but soon as they give you, you know, as soon as you, like, you know you have a test because they tell you at the beginning of the semester. But try to study for that test like 2 weeks before. Do not wait until the day before or 3 days before to start studying. No, because in college, tests normally contain a lot of material. Like, it may be 3 chapters on one test. So imagine trying to study 3 chapters in 3 days before the test. No. Not gonna cut it. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. It's not like high school. In high school, you probably was able to study before the test and pass it with the A, B, or whatever, you know. Now, you do that in college, you're gonna get a 20 out of 100. That's it. No. So this tip right here, y'all need to listen, especially girls. Listen to this. Do not go to college looking for a boyfriend. Do not go to college looking for love. I promise you. You're not going to college to find a nice little educated man. You're not. If you do, happy for you. Clap, clap, clap. But don't go looking for it. Do not go to college looking for a boyfriend or saying, oh my God, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to find a love of my life. Do not go to college looking for a relationship, because one, the boys in college, they wild. They wild, okay? They are wild. They are out of high school and now they're on their own, so they just cut loose. You know, they loose. They wild animals. And 99% of them are still growing up. They're just starting to grow up. You know, they're just getting to that stage where they're trying to find themselves and figure out what they like, so they bouncing back and forth from this girl to this girl to this girl to this girl. And yeah, no, sis, don't go looking for it, because you will be disappointed. Very much so. Don't. No. Because that's the time in college for dudes to just be all around, enjoy themselves and have fun. So don't do it, because you will get yourself hurt. And another thing, since I'm talking about relationships, please be safe when it comes to intimacy in college, okay? Because there's a lot of things floating around the college campus, all kind of STDs and diseases, and we don't want none of that. That's gross. That's nasty. So protect yourself, okay? Girls, birth control, guys, condoms, do whatever you need to do. Do not be catching nothing. That's just gross. No, don't do it. Be safe. So now I have a tip about partying, even though I kind of like already talked about partying a little bit, but this tip is important. Like, it's very important. Whoever you go out with, whatever group of people you go out with, leave with those people. Do not leave by yourself or let one of your friends leave by themselves with somebody else. You come together, you leave together. okay? If you have a drink, you put it down, go to the bathroom. When you get back, throw that drink away. Don't even drink it, because somebody could have slipped something in there and now you on drugs and now you going crazy because somebody done spiked your drink. So throw drinks away when you go to the bathroom. Don't come back and drink them, or you know, throw them away when you're about to go to the bathroom, unless you're about to bring a drink to the bathroom, which is kind of gross. But just don't drink nothing if you left it behind, because somebody could do something to it and then you be going crazy. So yeah, be safe. So another tip that's really important in making your college, you know, career fun: make friends. Do not be walking around college like you think you're too good to make friends, or you think you're too good to talk to people, because that may have, you know, went smoothly for you in high school, but in college, make some friends, because that's 4 more years that you got somewhere else with nobody that you know. You know, you may have gone far away from home, so now it's a whole new set of people. So make some friends. Do not be all stuck up and not want to talk to nobody, because college is gonna be boring. It's gonna be boring for you if you don't make no friends. So make some friends, because I promise you, those friends that you make in college are gonna probably turn out to be some of the best friends you ever had in your life, and y'all gonna be friends forever. That's gonna be your homegirls, your homeboys. Y'all gonna be like this after graduation, I promise you. Like this. Because some people, like your friends at home, you know, that's your friends at home, but at school, like at college, I promise you, you can meet somebody today and tomorrow y'all like this, and you may not even know their name. I promise you, you may not even know their name, and y'all like this, and you like, hey girl. Y'all go a whole week saying, hey girl, don't even know each other's name, but y'all like this, and that's your girl. You make so many friends in college, so be open to making friends in college. It's hundreds and thousands of people at that campus that you can be cool with. So, but don't be too friendly. Don't go befriending everybody, because everybody ain't your friend, and everybody ain't real, you know. So don't go be too friendly, but be open to making friends. Don't just be all closed off and to yourself all the time. You know, it's okay to make friends. Do it. College is gonna be fun, I promise. Another thing, apply for financial aid and scholarships. Okay, nobody is too good to apply for financial aid. Who wants to be paying out of their pocket every single semester for school? No. Get some financial aid, apply for some scholarships. It's kind of hard to get scholarships, but apply for a lot of them. Apply for scholarships. Okay, we're trying to make college as cheap as possible for your parents, so apply. My last tip would be roommates in your dorms, apartments, whatever. Don't room with your friends. I promise you. Like, you might think little Susie over there your best friend, and that y'all gonna be all close, you know, as roommates. Y'all gonna have a grand old time being roommates. No. Y'all might be the best of friends, you know, before y'all move together, but by the time y'all move together and y'all start learning each other's ways and living habits, y'all gonna fall out. I promise you, you're gonna fall out. If you're gonna get a roommate, let it be somebody that you don't know. You know, meet a new person and become roommates. But do not room with somebody that you've been friends with, because I promise you, your friendship is gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall apart, because now you're living with somebody, y'all living together, and you gotta learn their ways. You gotta learn things that you never knew about them, because now you're living under the same roof 24/7. You're waking up in the same house, going to sleep in the same house. So don't do it. But yeah, that's about all the tips I have for incoming freshmen. If you feel like I didn't cover something, or you still have, you know, questions, or you're scared, because I know I was scared when I went to college. Like, I'm not gonna even lie, I was scared. Okay, I was so scared. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to be going to college. But I promise you, everything's gonna be okay. And you know, just take a deep breath, you know, do what you gotta do, get in there, get out of there. Okay, everything's gonna be fine. But if you watch this video and you feel like I missed something, or I didn't cover everything that you know, were nervous about, or you are nervous about, just feel free to DM me on any one of my social medias below. I will definitely get back to you. And yeah, but thanks for watching this video, and like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, or just because. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll be back with more videos. Peace.
There's a hope that's waiting for you.